On the 24th of June 1947, Kenneth Arnold, an aviator, and businessman were flying from Chehalis, Washington to Yakima searching for a U.S. Marine Corps transport that had crashed near Mount Rainier. But instead, he ended up seeing something remarkable and strange at the same time. A series of 9 strange objects flying in a V formation at a speed that was estimated to be 2,700 km/h 3 times faster than any aircraft that exist during that time. He claimed that the object would also occasionally flip, weaved from side to side, darting through the valleys and around the smaller mountain peaks, making it look like saucers skipping on water. The news of his sighting hits the U.S. media. The pilot had all the markings of a reliable witness, but the details of his observation were twisted. Media reporters said that he had encountered flying saucers, marking this as one of the biggest mishaps in history. But the term flying saucers became a thing in the Americans. Soon, everyone started scanning the skies for flying saucers. Reports started piling in from all over the world, and by 1947, there was a total of nearly 853 sightings of flying discs alone, and the number kept growing in time. This obsession was then turned into pop culture, and it started to become a thing for the Hollywood folks, which linked the phenomenon with aliens. Nowadays we call them UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Are they actually extraterrestrial contraptions controlled by beings from another world? Are they beings just like us? Where are they now? These questions have been haunting our imagination for decades. And now we are one step closer to finding the answer to these questions. Exactly 1 year ago, after the release of 3 declassified videos recorded by the U.S. Department of Defense, the new chief of NASA has asked scientists to investigate the existence of unidentified flying objects. The videos showed U.S. Navy pilots encountering what appeared to be UFOs flying in the Earth's atmosphere. It was the first time that the Pentagon formally acknowledged the existence of such unusual sightings. What exactly is all this unexplained stuff flying in our airspace? The answers to this are still unknown. It's just a paradigm that some of us have willfully embraced. And when I say some of us, I meant Hollywood. It has always loved aliens because there's money in aliens. Flying silver saucers makes good content and they sell tickets, even more, when placed in real-life contexts. In some movies like E.T., the extraterrestrial, aliens and UFOs are considerate. They come in peace. In some others like The Tomorrow War, they come to annihilate the human race just because why not? They make good for cinema no doubt, but they've sensationalized the topic to such an extent that most people believe that aliens are visiting us. Where do these most people live and come from? Where else but the United States of America? A 2019 Gallup survey showed that 33% of American adults believe that aliens have been visiting Earth in their flying saucers. But how many Americans have seen a UFO? According to America's National UFO Reporting Center, there have been at least 90,000 sightings since 1905 with an average of 6 sightings per day. And some of them are at the same time in the exact same location. On the October 31, 2004, 77 people reported seeing a UFO in Chicago, Illinois. September 19, 2009, 75 people reported seeing a UFO in Burlington, New Jersey. Interestingly, most of these sightings happened on weekends and at a time when most people are believed to be drunk. From the graph, it shows that all UFO sightings are between 2000 and 2014, where most of it happens during drinking hours. Now we're not saying that everybody was drunk, but the timing and the rate of alcohol consumption that they reported are often used to reject those claims. So what do these people see? In most cases, what they believed to be UFOs, turned out to be airplanes, clouds, weather balloons, or celestial events like meteors and planets that seem unusually bright, where most of them can be scientifically explained, and yet there are some cases that are unsolved. In 1954, a football match in Florence, Italy was disrupted after unidentified objects were spotted above the stadium by thousands of people. What was it? Most testimonies said that it looked like an egg-shaped object, which sparkled as it fell from the sky. Then in 1966, around 350 students and teachers in Melbourne, Australia saw 5 planes surrounding a silver flying saucer. Those planes tried to early hurt the object for 20 minutes before disappearing. These were just a few examples, as there are many more. A French UFO research team says that 3–5% of all UFO sightings remained unidentified. This number is not a small number, especially when you look at the kind and scales of investigation that has been carried out to find the answer. America has conducted 12 government-funded investigations on unidentified flying objects. Project Blue Book, Project Sign, Project Silver Bug, just to name a few. While the UK has conducted 2 private studies about UFOs, the Flying Saucer Working Party and Project Condign. The Soviet Union had dedicated an organization to investigate UFO sighting, Institute 22, where it functioned for a total of 13 years. Other than the fact that all these organizations are suspended, what's common between all these probes is that all of them have concluded that UFOs do exist and that there is no evidence to suggest that they are hostile. Some said that they could probably be extraterrestrial beings that have no interest in making contact with humans. Some others said that they were made by humans who had learned how to manipulate the law of physics and are yet to reveal their intentions. But those were just conspiracy theories, as none of the probes could find out exactly who and what was operating these flying saucers. Here's the thing: the universe we know is vast, and it stretches 93 billion light-years, with 2 trillion galaxies each shining with millions of stars and dotted with more planets than you could count. So it's quite unlikely that we are alone, but some others suggest otherwise. Real scientists has spent their whole life searching for signs of other civilizations. Some concede that we've got the cosmos to ourselves, while others highly doubted that's the case. But none have claimed that aliens are visiting us in UFOs. And that even if they were, they won't be so considerate to just pass by stadiums, schools, and houses on weekends. But then again, good science takes time, and the human desire for scientific advancement is impossible to satisfy. So let's just assume that aliens are benevolent beings that are perhaps already living among us, trying to play peekaboo with their sliver flying saucer. What do you think?